错没错，今天我们会说英文 professional 英文。
Since Ryan's been working as a car salesman, his English actually improved a lot.
Yeah, I'm not walking around saying, yo, gang signs, my brother, you trying to buy a car from my mother? Huh? Instead, I'm like, oh, indeed, my good sir. I develop an accent, too. Would you like to buy a car from me, indeed? Inevitably, indubitably?
Yeah, his English is actually almost as professional as mine.
Oh, yeah? As professional as yours?
Yeah, well, how about listen? Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers.
Chupa tapa tupa tapa chupa pee.
黑化肥会发灰，灰化肥会发。So if you want to improve English, the first thing you have to do is subscribe our channel.
Yeah, of course. Duh, that's the only way. If you don't subscribe to our channel, you'll be walking around talking like Tina for the rest of your life.
Yeah, by subscribing our channel, you will see a lot of mistakes that I made, so you can avoid that. So since I came to America for 6 years, I got the secret of how to speak a foreign language.
Please tell me how.
Is you have to be confident.
Yes, yes.
Because you know, sometimes you learn a language at school, but you never get to use it because you're afraid that you are making a lot of mistakes.
Right.
That's how I was when I first came here. I thought my English was very good back in China. Like my teacher even make me a 课代表呢. So I'm leading everybody in the class and reading like English, you know. I'm so important in the class. But the first semester that I came here, I found out I don't know how to speak any English. I don't understand anything in class at all. Like a teacher make a joke. All the American students, they're laughing, and like a few Chinese, we just like, we don't know what to do. Because it's not funny to us. Because I just came here and I have no friend. And I'm like, I don't even know who to ask. And I'm so afraid to ask anyone because I'm afraid that people think I'm stupid.
Same with me. Yeah, sometimes I'm afraid to speak Chinese because maybe I'll get made fun of by you guys because I'm just terrible at it. But you know what? That's okay.
He always asks me, I say so many stupid things in Chinese in the video. Are they think that I'm really stupid or they think it's funny? I say, it's okay.
Well, it's a little bit of both.
But until I met my first friend, Italia, at school, and every time teacher make a joke or something, so I'll write it down, and after class I'll ask her what's that mean, so she would tell me like what the joke actually means.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're like studying the jokes.
Because I don't understand. And then I realized that every time I ask her a question, she doesn't think that I'm stupid or anything. She just really want to help me because she understands that I'm learning. I'm trying to learn.
So you guys have your own little study group of jokes. That's good. Why aren't you funnier?
I am funnier than you. Who is funnier?
Don't answer that. Just say Tina. Everyone just say Tina. Tina across the screen. See, there you go, Tina. Woohoo. All right.
And another thing is I realized that I didn't have confidence because my accent. So you know I am Chinese, like that's a fact. So I have Chinese accent.
Not so much anymore. You used to. It's slowly going away. It sucked. You used to say milk. Now you're like milk, like a normal dumb American. Say milk.
Milk.
Milk. See, that's so boring.
So don't be afraid if you make any mistakes. Just like me. You know Lynn? I know a friend for a year that I didn't know the whole time I was pronounced her name wrong. For the whole year until one day we were at grocery shopping and she's like, Tina, why did you never say my name right? And I was like, oh, really? what do you mean? And then she said, yeah, my name is Lynn, but you always call me Lin.
Lean like this.
And I was like, really? And I didn't know what does that mean. And then she was trying to teach me how to say her name, Lynn. I just can't. I can't. Like my tongue just doesn't do the thing.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's the difference between and E.
I can't. I just can't. So I went home and I practiced whole night.
Lynn.
And I finally say it right the other day. I'm like so happy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's hard. Even your name is kind of hard because it's Ryan. A lot of people can't say like
They'll say Rian.
Yeah.
Rian.
So what's your Chinese name?
Rian.
Lion.
Lion. Ah, yeah, your mom called me Lion. I like Lion for the obvious reason. Mama whiny. So it's okay to have an accent, but if you're wanting to improve on your American accent and sound a little more native, you are welcome to go to Cambly. Go to Cambly, bro.
So this video is sponsored by Cambly, our old friend.
Cambly's online for 24 hours a day from all across the world with different accents, all teaching you how to speak English. If you want to sound like this, you can find someone over there across the pond and see how they're speaking English. Or if you want to build a wall, I'm sure someone can help you with that as well.
You can even search search for the keyword like Cambridge. Or if you want to improve your English on certain job area, for example, if you're studying business, so then you can search like business or business related major tutor.
So after you're done chatting with your tutor, you can go back and rewatch the video or look over the notes to really help hone in those skills.
And today we have new code. It's Hello Tina 2022. If you're a new member, you get 15 minutes free trial.
Solid.
Yeah, if you don't have a friend like Italia was helping me about my English, you can go to Cambly to find a tutor to ask him to point out a mistake that you make while you talking to him.
So my name is Dom and I'm from England.
Well, how do you open up a conversation typically?
So if the student is shy and doesn't have anything to talk about, that's fine. Us as the tutors can lead the conversation with different topics. We can start off with the basics and then we can build from there into what they want to do, what goals they want to achieve, and how they would like to do this, because there are many different ways to learn and it can be tailored to the students' wants and needs. But in terms of the accents, that's fine. It's fine to have your own accent on where you're from, as long as you can communicate the words effectively. That's no problem.
To make you more confident and courageous in speaking English, I'm going to teach you how to be a bit more professional in case you're in a work environment. The more professional you are in your speaking, the more people will have trust in you, the more people will understand what you're saying, and that's the whole point of speaking, is to get your thoughts to someone else. So it's something that I've really learned is to actively listen. And so if someone's speaking to you, listen to what they're saying and then try and understand it. Don't just wait for them to stop talking so that you can put in your next words. So here's some examples of some things that I've even learned as a native speaker. Is after someone says something and they're wanting an answer from you that you say absolutely. That just instills confidence in them that you know what you're talking about. So if someone says, do you think that I can get approved for this loan? You just always say, absolutely. I definitely think you can get approved for this loan. Or if they order, like if you're working at a restaurant and someone says, oh, can I have this dish? You say, absolutely. You know, I say absolutely all the time. It makes people have a lot of trust in you. In my job, I have to be very careful with what I say so that I'm not lying, because I don't lie. I always tell them the exact truth, but sometimes you have to be overconfident in something for them to just feel better. So I need to use my words carefully and be very professional when I'm speaking. So I always say, I understand. After someone says something, I'll say, I understand that. If you need to give them some bad news. Instead of saying but, use however. People don't like to hear negative answers. So if, for my example, if they say, hey, does this car have leather? And it doesn't, like I know it doesn't, I will say, absolutely, this car, it does not have leather. However, no, really, in this part, absolutely means that I understand what you're saying. You can either say, I understand that, however, or you can say, absolutely, however, this car does not have leather currently, but I can add leather to it once it gets here, so that won't be a problem. I didn't just say, no, it does not. I used a lot more words to persuade them that I can make it leather, it'll be easy.
You're very handsome. However, I can't think about any bad things about you.
Good! Good. Because at my job, sometimes people will just be there to get their oil changed, and I'm about to try and sell them a car. So they'll be busy playing on their phone or something, waiting for their car to be done, and I will walk up and say, excuse me, sir. I noticed that you have a very nice car here being serviced. However, we really need to buy cars right now. We're in a car shortage. You've always heard that you're supposed to sell high and buy low, right? Right now, sir, we're at a high, and it would be very wise. It would be a wise financial decision to sell us your car today and buy a brand new one.
I know the answer.
What is it?
Absolutely not.
Ah! And probably one of the most underrated things you need to keep in mind is that it's okay to just pause when you're talking, as opposed to saying things like or makes you sound very unsure and unprofessional. So if you're speaking and you need a second to think, just pause, just like that. It's not a big deal. People are not impatient when you're talking. Don't say, so, today I went to the store and bought a soda. Instead, you should just pause and say, today I went to the store and I bought a soda. Ma'am, would you be interested in trading in your car today for a shiny brand new one that's up there?
Absolutely.
Get a yes on that. Oh, you got me. You Karen.
I paused.
I have a lot of coworkers that struggle with and it's just cringy. We'll listen to my coworkers' phone calls and there's just a guy that goes, and he sounds frantic and it's obnoxious. Or anytime you say something very important to someone, you need to just pause and let them think, and then you can say something again. So, ma'am, your dog just died.
I understand.
I understand.
Teacher, I have a question.
Tina.
When you go to interview, you always get nervous, right?
Oh yeah.
How do you sound more professional? So they always ask you, tell me about yourself. It's so annoying.
So a big thing about interviews is if you're going to a place that needs you, you need to tell them why they need you. You need to almost flip the interview to where you're interviewing them. You can say, what are the days off like? What's the pay? What will my job be looking like day to day? Is there a high turnover rate? Stuff like that. You need to be asking them lots of questions, but that you'll have to be confident. So you'll need to sit in your room with a friend and just go over interviews. Here, Tina, let me interview you.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, tell me about yourself.
Oh, so my name.
I'm already bored. I want to clock out and leave. Try it again. Tell me about yourself.
My name is Tina, and I'm Pisces. I am pregnant right now, so you may not hire me, but it's okay. I have one kid. I am a really good mom.
Ma'am, I only plan on hiring one person today, not two. Get out. All right, you interview me. You ready? Go.
Okay, so tell me about yourself.
So I graduated from this place. I have a degree in this area, and I think that would really help me positively contribute to what's going on here. The position that I'm looking for, I'm assuming that is a position you currently have open right now. And so let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am the man for you.
I'm married.
If you're shy and introverted during the interview, don't say I'm a shy person or anything. You need to make it sound better, like I'm an independent worker. I enjoy having my own area to do things to myself. I will give out details and share information when it's needed, but otherwise I like to just sit down and work on my things without distraction. That's an easy way to say I don't want to be around a whole bunch of people because I'm nervous or shy.
That's good, yeah.
Anything negative that you have, you need to turn it and make it sound like a positive. So maybe when you were a kid, you used to make paper flowers and then you would sell them to your friends for like 50 cents and stuff. That's technically like you owned your own business. And so during an interview, you can just be very subtle and say, I have some experience running a business as I made a product and I sold it for pretty cheap.
What was the product?
They were paper flowers. I use a organic material that's also eco-friendly as it is biodegradable that I would then sell for 3 times what it cost me to make them. Just make everything sound fancy, like for real. You can say, if you speak English and Chinese, make sure they know you're bilingual. It'll be obvious, but when you say I'm bilingual, it makes you sound very smart. Anytime you learn more conversational skills in a different language, you need to practice them. Either just by saying them out loud to yourself, by watching a movie and really focusing on what they're saying and understanding it and then repeating it. But the best way is to get with a friend who is either a little bit better than you or on the same level and just have conversations back and forth, correct each other when possible. Just speak all the time.
That's how you learn Chinese?
The most Chinese I learned in a small amount of time is when her mother was over here because she doesn't speak any English. And I would have to constantly look up how to say certain things and I would say it to her throughout the time she's here, and then that stuck in my memory, those specific things. Things like, 不行, 爸妈太贵了. That one's in my brain. And 我们没有钱, 我们不可以买房子, mama. 不要买. Things like that. Just stuck in my head. I learned them so quickly. And 闭嘴! No, I'm just kidding. Mama, 我爱你.
Okay, so that's for this video.
I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned maybe a little something from me. I'm still learning how to be professional because I am the least professional person in the world.
So if you like the video, hit the like button.
Give us your coin. Watch us on repeat. Have a good night.